Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a little story time. I have a little bit of coffee that I'm drinking. I haven't been drinking very much lately, and then my water. So I'll be drinking that, and then I'll tell everybody about my harrowing adventure coming back from vacation this past week. And then I do have some subscriber mail. My friend Gene, I think his channel is called The Ear now. He used to be The Truth on YouTube. I will link one of his videos down below. He was kind enough to send me a package. I got it in between my two surgeries, so I didn't get a chance to do an unboxing. I did open it and peek, but so we'll do that at the end because I really do appreciate him sending this to me. But yeah, if you want to hear about my surgeries and about what happened, then just keep on watching. Make sure you're subscribed. There is a giveaway going on my BoxyCharm video, and I'm going to try and pick my winners for last month today if I can remember. But yeah, if you want to hear about what happened, then just keep on watching. So we're sitting in my dining room. I put my Halloween stuff up and fall stuff before we went to Montana, so we got a little different background. The dogs are going to be walking around. Mike's loading up trash to take to the dump, so he's coming in and out. So if you hear the dogs barking, that's why. And then my dad should be coming over to bring lunch, so I apologize for noise. That's probably my dad just left. He brought over lunch and dinner. So today is Sunday the 13th. This past Sunday, well, actually this past Saturday, we were coming back from Montana. So all the videos you've seen other than the unboxings, the last like 2 weeks were pre-filmed, and then everything you'll be seeing other than the unboxings, this like all the way up until I think the first week in October I have pre-filmed. I started doing that because one, I knew we were going out of town for a week, so I was trying to get ahead. And then also my work schedule has been kind of screwy because I'm working 2 jobs now. So I've been pre-filming a lot. So I have a lot of Halloween content that I pre-filmed that is slowly starting to go up. So that I think can be a little confusing. So my unboxings are real time. I generally film them, edit them, and upload them same day or next day. And then like this is gonna be real time. And then the pumpkin spice review was real time. I filmed that and edited it right before we left, like literally the night before we left. I do want to still do the 3, like comparing the 3 palettes. I'm going to try, if I'm feeling up to it, tomorrow to get that up while people are still kind of interested in that. But other than that, everything you're seeing is pre-filmed, so that probably confuses people. But so yeah, a lot of pre-filmed content. So we went up to Montana. That's originally where I'm from. I live in Arizona now, but I'm originally from Montana. So my grandma and my uncles are still up there. So, and Mike's never met my grandparents or my uncles. My uncles plan on coming down when we have like the official wedding, but my grandma's 83 and is diabetic and has a heart condition, so she probably will not travel. So Mike and my in-laws and my youngest daughter and we drove up to Montana, and it took us 2.5 days to get up there, and then we spent 5 days at my grandma's house, and then we headed back this past Saturday. Saturday afternoon, I started having abdominal pain. Now, there is going to be a lot of TMI, a little bit graphic, so if you're like sensitive, then you may not want to watch the rest of this, but I do have diverticulitis, which are like pockets that form in your intestines, and you can have pain if you don't have regular bowel movements because bacteria get trapped and can fester. So I've been pretty good with my diet to have regular bodily functions so that I don't have pain, because that was an issue when I was in beauty school. I was having a lot of intestinal pain, stomach pain. The inside of my stomach is bright red. I don't have an ulcer per se, but I have to be careful about not eating spicy food. And then I also have IBS, which is irritable bowel syndrome. So anytime I get stressed out, my intestines can flare up and become swollen and agitated and all of that. So I started having what I thought was intestinal pain Saturday afternoon because I do have intestinal problems. My gallbladder is not functioning well. My gallbladder, 2 years ago, I had that test done too. My gallbladder is probably at between 40 and 50% because it was 50% 2 years ago. I have since started to get gallstones, so probably closer to 40. They will not remove your gallbladder in Arizona until you hit 30%. And with COVID and everything going on, it's considered elective surgery. So my gallbladder would probably have to be at 0 right now for them to want to take it. So anyways, I thought what I was experiencing was intestinal related. So I started having pain Saturday afternoon. We stopped in Pocatello, Idaho. So we were in between Billings and here. Obviously, Idaho's in the middle, roughly. So we stopped in Idaho for the night because the pain started to get worse. I thought my intestines had become dislodged because when I would roll over or move, I could feel something moving, like from side to side in my lower abdomen. I thought, because there is a condition where your intestines become like inbound almost and can kind of like pop out. So I thought my intestines were literally moving around. I started having really bad sweats, like dripping sweat. Was having like hot, cold flashes, dripping sweat. I got up to use the restroom twice after we had stopped. And then I got up a third time. I think it was around 10:30 or 11. And I made it to the bathroom door. And I remember standing there for a second because I started to get dizzy and lightheaded. And I collapsed in the bathroom. I think I hit my head because I've started to have a little bit of pain right up in here. But there's no like gash or bleeding or anything because I was wedged. The bathroom in the hotel was really small. I was wedged between the toilet and the counter. So Mike heard me and came in and found me on the floor and I was convulsing. So I think I was having a minor seizure maybe from what I would find out would be blood loss. But so I came to, he was able to get me to respond. And I just remember standing at the doorway and then I was on the floor and I don't remember falling or walking into the bathroom, turning the light on or anything. So I'm on the floor. Mike's trying to figure out how to get me out of the bathroom. So I was like, I just lifted my leg up and was like, well, just pull me because it's, you know, tile floor. I was like, just pull me out of the bathroom. And so I'm on the floor and I told him, I was like, there's something wrong. We need to go to the emergency room. So Mike's dad opted to have them drive me. So he put me in a desk chair and they wheeled me because the hotel we were in didn't have an elevator. So they wheeled me to the stairs and they helped me down the stairs, him and his dad. And then when I hit the bottom of the stairs, I passed out again because I remember hitting the bottom of the stairs and then I remember being carried into the car. Like I came to right as they were putting me into the truck. So then Mike and his mom drove me to the emergency room. His dad stayed in the hotel with the baby because again, my youngest daughter was 2, was with us. So my mother-in-law stayed in the waiting room. Mike went back with me. They did an ultrasound. They were going to do a CT scan and then they found out I was pregnant. I was 1 or 2 weeks. I wasn't very far along. We're pretty sure that the pregnancy has terminated itself, so I miscarried. I won't know definitively until Wednesday. I have a follow-up appointment on Wednesday, but with the amount of blood loss and then having 2 surgeries, most likely I'm not pregnant any longer, but I was. So they didn't want to do a CT. So they did an ultrasound and they found a mass, which turned out to be a blood clot. What had happened, I had a cyst on my right ovary that ruptured and hemorrhaged and I was bleeding. So my abdomen, so what I was feeling moving around was blood. They took over 1 liter of blood, which is gonna be a little bit graphic. This is almost 1 liter. So a little over, this is what was removed from my abdomen. They should have done a transfusion after the first surgery. They didn't. So part of the reason I look so pale is my body is still trying to replenish all of that because that's a lot to lose. So they took out the clot. They cauterized the ovary, tried to clean it up, packed it with gel, and I had 3 incisions from that surgery. Okay, we waited like 2 days in Idaho to where I would be a little bit more up to driving because again, we still had to get home. So then we got home Wednesday afternoon around 4. This is the only cup of coffee. I know I probably shouldn't drink coffee, but I'm trying to get things to kind of help move coffee can be a natural laxative, and I have been taking stool softeners, but trying to help things move along a little bit. So this is the only cup I'm going to drink today. But so we got home Wednesday afternoon. Thursday, I wasn't feeling good. I started vomiting, had a little bit of a fever. Wasn't really able to stand up all that well. So we went back to the emergency room. This was this past Thursday. They did another ultrasound, and then they also did a CT because they checked the hormone levels, and I was at like a 7. My hormone levels then went up to a 13, so my mother-in-law is thinking that I might still be pregnant. I honestly don't think that I am, like I said, after all the blood loss, and we'll know definitively on Wednesday, but I'm gonna say I'm probably not. I think my body's just trying to figure out what's going on. So I think that's where the hormone fluctuation is coming from, but they did do a CT scan because that shows more. There was a little cyst on the left side that we were told about on Sunday, and from Sunday to Thursday it got bigger. It was almost 5 centimeters, which is fairly large. It had fluid in it, so we opted to have them take it. I opted to have them take it because you have 2 options. You can go home and kind of wait, or you can have them removed, because it's normal for women to develop cysts. Like, you'll develop them and then your body will just absorb them, and most of the time most people don't even know that they've had them. It's not normal for them to hemorrhage like what happened with mine, and then it's not normal for them to be, you know, that large, and they can become painful. So we were in the hospital. They found the second cyst, so I opted to have them take it. The doctor that I had the second time was kind of, excuse my language, an asshole. Initially, he didn't read my full chart, so he didn't realize that I had had surgery like 4 days prior. He thought that I was just some person complaining about a cyst on their ovary and was just being a baby. So he didn't, you know, wasn't really wanting to do the surgery, didn't think, you know, I needed to have the surgery, was kind of being douchey about it. He was better afterwards because as I was going into surgery, he decided to read my chart and figured out that I had had 1 hemorrhage and was having complications from the surgery. And so when I saw him after the surgery the next morning, he was better, but wasn't super nice from the beginning. So he went in and he cleaned up the right ovary was oozing still. So he recauterized it, cleaned that up. There was a little bit of blood and fluid that was building up in my abdomen. He took that out and then removed the cyst from the left side, cauterized it, cleaned all that up. I have been having spotting this time. I didn't after the first surgery. So I think that was part of the problem, is all that stuff, because there is going to be some drainage and oozing, and that stuff was just building up. It wasn't coming out. I'm actually having stuff kind of flow this time. So I think that is helping. So I have now 5 incisions. First the 3 original and then the 2 new ones that he did. So yeah, I had to have 2 surgeries. Not obviously able to go to work this week. I was supposed to work this past Thursday. Obviously didn't work Thursday, and I'm not going to work all next week. My follow-up is on Wednesday. I had scheduled that in the car when we were coming because I had had the first surgery. So the doctor here told me just, you know, go ahead and keep that appointment so they can check everything out. I have images from both surgeries with pictures. I figured I would spare everybody that, but I do have images from what they did both times. And so, yeah, I'm just recovering. I got home yesterday. I've just been trying to take it easy. Again, like I said, I really want to try and film the 3 comparison video tomorrow. I don't know if that'll happen tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. The pain meds make me a little loopy, and I still, I have to stand up and, you know, sit down slowly because of the blood loss, and my body is still recovering. But yeah, that is what happened. Hopefully that wasn't too long and drawn out. I tried to be somewhat thorough, and hopefully it wasn't too graphic. Like I said, I figured I would spare everybody and not show them the images, but this arrived, Wednesday when we got home, and I did open it, but it's from my friend Jean. He's been a friend of mine now for over a year. He's actually the one that made my banner. If you go to my page, the banner that's on my channel page, Jean made that for me. Very, very sweet. He does have his own channel. I again will try and link a video of his down below. Check him out. He's been very supportive of my channel for a long time. He's won a few giveaways. So he sent me a package. So he thought I would like this stuff. I thought that was very nice. I was going to do a dedicated video opening this, and then I had to go back to the emergency room. So I apologize that I'm not doing a standalone video for this, but I thought I would show you guys. So the first thing he sent me, this is Batman Red Rain. I think this is from a graphic novel series. This is part of their 80th anniversary. So it's a little pop vinyl, Red Rain, kind of creepy-esque Batman vampire kind of figure. So that's cool. And then this box was from GameStop. I think this was like a Batman mystery box. So he sent me the box. Move that. So there's the outside, and it's only at GameStop. Okay. And again, I did peek, but I didn't pull everything out of this box. So the first thing we have, this says it glows in the dark, is the Batman Gamer, and it's the pop little keychain. So he's got the little headset on. He's holding a little baby controller down in there. That's cute. So there's the keychain. This one says it glows in the dark. Do they all glow in the dark? I think the Pez dispenser glows in the dark. I don't think the big figure does. But let's see here. So we got the Gamer Pez dispenser. There's that. And then there's the actual full-size pop figure. And again, this is part of their Batman 80 years. It's on the back. That's on the back of the other one too. So that's cool. I didn't really look, and he's got the controller in his hand too. So there's that one. And then we got a pin, which I will put on my vest. I really like this. It's kind of got the day glow. I don't know if this glows in the dark. Oh, it does. It says it glows in the dark, so that's cool. And then we got a sticker, which I will put on my, I think I have one more spot for a sticker on my makeup, where my makeup is, so I will put him on there. So there's that. So that was everything that came in that box. He thought that I would like this stuff more than him, so I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And again, I apologize I'm not doing a separate video. I just, like I said, with everything going on and then having to go to the emergency room the next day after we got home, it's been a lot. So Mike has been helping me put stuff away. The kitchen's finally in order because I had to spend 2 days in the hospital. They kept me overnight for observation, and then I had to stay overnight after I had the second surgery. So that's been fun. So yeah, that is everything that I got. I will leave my email down below if you guys want to send me messages. If anybody wants to send me a card, you feel free to email me. I always enjoy getting notes from you guys, and I've been very fortunate that some of you guys have actually sent me things. It's really, really appreciated. It's definitely not a requirement, but I do appreciate all of you that have mailed me things, mailed me cards, mailed me letters. I appreciate all of that. So yeah, I will leave that down below. I will leave Jean's channel down below. Check him out. Like I said, he's been a friend of mine for a while and is very, very sweet and been very supportive. Jean knew about the first surgery. He didn't realize that I had to go back into surgery. So that's where we're at with that. Like I said, I just got home yesterday, so I haven't been home long. Trying to just recover. I'm probably gonna have to lay down and put the heating pad on for a little bit after sitting for a little bit. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this was helpful and not too gross or graphic, but this I figured would be the easiest way for me to tell everybody rather than me having to message individual people, because a lot of you expressed concern and wanted to know what had happened after I did my BoxyCharm video. So I figured doing one big video about what had happened would be the fastest and easiest way for me to tell everybody, because I appreciate everybody's concern. Yeah, make sure you subscribe. Go ahead and enter. All of my giveaways from last month are still active. I'm probably not going to pick a winner until this evening. So if you haven't entered last month's giveaways, there's a couple, 2 or 3, I can't remember how many I did last month. And then the BoxyCharm has a current giveaway. So yeah, make sure you enter those. I will try and get those winners picked and mailed out at some point this month, hopefully. And yeah, thank you guys. That's all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for all your support. And hopefully I will see you in another video very, very soon. Bye, everybody.